Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be looking at something different, very premium, more higher end, the Hidizs MS5. This is the Mermaid series, and this is the new flagship from the company. You get this beautiful case. It's all really, really soft felt lined inside. Got a little pocket there. You get tuning filters. You have 3 different tuning filters. The brass ones are the stock ones that come on the device, and those are more towards a balanced. And then you have the silver, which is treble. And you also have a red, which I have it on right now, which is bass. You have vocal, balanced, and bass tips. Right now I have the bass tuning filter on it, but honestly my favorite is the balanced and the balanced tips. I think they sound really awesome. I am also experimenting with the bass tips and the vocal, the bass filters, and the vocal tips, and I like that as well. It's very interesting because it's emphasizing the bass, but then the vocals get emphasized too. So there's no overpowering there of the bass frequencies. Very well. I like the accessories. So now we get into the unit themselves. This is a very nice cable. It's very thick, very robust cable. Rubberized feeling or plasticized feeling. It's coated, so it should be extremely durable. Nice fittings, very beautiful. It is a little on the stiff side. I don't know if it's going to break in eventually. Very nice splitter here and slider. Velcro organizer. Get up to the top. Kind of unique 2-pin connector. If you can see that right there. Beautiful design. Honestly, if I'm going to give a design, this would be a 10 out of a 10 look-wise. It is really, really nice. And I'm one usually for like colors and, more of a plastic shell resin with the colors and the see-through. But this comes across really, really nice designed. That kind of copperish accent of rose gold. Very nice ergonomics to this. One caveat would probably be this here. For some ears, you might want to just heat this a little bit gently so you can form it like this, which is what I'm probably going to end up doing because this is just a little tight on my ear. For the most part, they were comfortable for a long usage, but I can feel like a pulling right there. So just be aware of that. Of course, you could change the cable, but the cable is really part of the system and is really a nice part. This is like one of the thickest cables I can even think of that I've seen on an IM. It's got this little, like, kind of point there. Just give it that aesthetic. I'm going to pop this off for now. Put that off to the side. You can see the nozzles there. They're a decent... They're kind of on the short side, but they're a decent width. Nice nozzles. I like the fact that you can replace them. So let's get into some of the specs on this. This comes, of course, with the Hidizs new custom liquid silicone driver. It's got some Scion high-performance balanced armatures. It uses an exclusive soldering process for better signal transfer. And as we mentioned, you get the pneumatic sound filters, which can be changed to your liking. The cable is a very good-looking 8-core 6N monocrystalline silver-plated copper cable. Try to say that 3 times fast. Nice storage box. They're high-res certified. The real full name of this is the Hidizs MS5 Dark Angel. The impedance is a very unusual 5.3 ohms. 104 sensitivity, 20 to 40 kilohertz. Cable length is 1.2 meters. It is a 0.78 millimeter connector, 2-pin connector, and of course 3.5 millimeter termination on this. Let's get into my notes. Okay, so sound-wise on these have already become like one of my top favorites. I think between this and the Orchestra Light, I just really love these both, and it's because they're not lacking in anything. Now, we liked the was it the MD4 from Hidizs? It was very good and had excellent tonality and excellent detail, just not that much bass punch there. There's a very good bass here. So this is just basically, you even though this is like a $300 or plus, I'm not quite sure what the price is going to be yet, but it's somewhere in the $300 range. It may be $300, maybe just a little bit more than $300. It hasn't been released yet. This honestly could be your all-arounder. I mean, if you bought this one I think that honestly you could be happy with it, because number one, you can change the tonality very easily with the tips and the filters, and also just stock right out of the box before burn-in and everything. It sounded really good. It is around kind of the Harman tuning range, but it is a little bit outside of that as well. There is very good bass here, and when I mean good bass, sometimes like the KZs, you get some really powerful bass, and it's pleasant and it's fun. This is a balance between power, quality, quantity. You got it all here. There's some very, very, very nice. I'm going to shut this off because it's distracting me. Very good quality and quantity bass here. You're not going to be wanting bass heads. I think actually bass heads would probably be satisfied. This is definitely not a bass cannon, but it does have some really good bass. Thinking about the mid-range is very, very pleasant. It's got a nice kind of relaxed, smooth kind of presentation, and there is good detail there, and you listen to like the male vocals, and just honestly the sound and everything, very well done, very well placed. It's not so much forward in your face as it is right where it should be, in the center and in front of the instruments. You're getting into the sound stage and imaging. You have just really, really good sound stage, very good imaging, excellent spot-on accuracy. This just open and eerie sounding. You get into the treble. The treble has some very good energy there. It has definitely a very good extension that is also airy. It sounds very, very detailed and good, probably somewhere in the neutral range, but like I said, there is some kind of emphasis there with the sound stage and the treble together. Just very, very good kind of presentation. Ultimately, there is really no cons that I can think of with this signature. It is very pleasant. Very, very pleasant, and very engaging as well. It goes beyond just like a smooth, oh, I can listen to this all day. It goes to the point where you're getting everything you need in the perfect doses, and then you're also able to enjoy it for a long period of time. Nothing overdoes anything. The bass is very powerful and good, but it has balance, and it doesn't get tiring like some IAMs. And the treble is energetic. It does have a presentation. Now, obviously, changing the tips is going to change that. Changing the filters is going to filter that. If it is bothering you, definitely don't use the treble filter. But it isn't harsh. I don't find it harsh at all. I find it just very good. I find it being able to enjoy everything in a perfect proportion. And that's what this brings to the table. Besides the fact, now I've heard people say that the cable is uncomfortable, and the only problem I had was my ears are on the bigger side and this hook. Now you can just, put some heat near this or something. Don't burn it. Don't put it near fire. Please, for the love of God, don't ever put your IMs near fire. There's other ways to just heat this and get it warm and then just bend it to your ear. You can do that. I've had a lot of other IMs where I've had to adjust that. That is the only con I can think of with this. Quite honestly, it is very well made. It is comfortable. The construction is very good. Just overall, just really, really nice looking IM. I can't get over the niceness of this. It's just, this is a super good quality IM. And I have $600 IMs. I've had $1,000 IMs. And this thing is just constructed as well as any of those. So hats off to the company. They've done a really, really good job with this product. I mean, it looks amazing. It sounds amazing. And there's great accessories. This is a nice size case. I can probably fit my XO right at the top there, so I'll have my dongle and I'll have this all in one unit. A very good job. I would highly recommend this. I like this a lot. Definitely. If I could have two IEMs right now, I think it would be this and it would be the Orchestra Light, because I like them very much. So thank you so much for watching. This has been the MS5, or Dark Angel as they want to call it. And this is in my top 5 right now as far IMs go. I do like it. Thank you so much for watching. Please be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.